This update on justice for Mohbad is emotional. It is emotional. We've been saying it for a long time that Wunmi is the prime suspect in the demise of Mohbad. Wunmi, if it wasn't a sane climb, if it was in a country where things worked, if it was in an era, if it was in a situation, in a locality where justice is really going to be sought for, Wunmi, as the prime suspect, should be grilled, should be dealt with. Well, as it is, Wunmi is moving around freely. Yeah, she is moving about freely. She wants to cover up justice for Mohbad. But unfortunately for her, she cannot hoodwink everybody. She cannot pay people with Mohbad's money. She can't pay everyone. No, not at all. Not at all. You're about to hear this explosive one. You've not heard this before. This is serious. This is deep. This is unbelievable. Wow. Now, people are beginning to see into some of the lyrics of Mohbad, and the mystery has been demystified. They are beginning to connect what Mohbad said in his songs to Wunmi and a lot of things that happened to him. Now, Wunmi is going down. Wunmi is going down. She's going down because she's hell-bent on lies, hell-bent on hiding the truth. As usual, translation and analysis is what is going to be done on this one. Justice for Mohbad. We are not joking. We are not playing about it. Regardless of the minions that are in support of Wunmi, regardless of those wicked, bad people that are in support of Wunmi, regardless of them, we will stand our ground strong on justice for Mohbad. This update is mind-blowing. Yes, this is what we've been saying. At the beginning, some people were confused. They didn't really see. They did not open up their spirit. They could not connect. They thought it was just one of those things. But justice for Mohbad kept on lingering because of you and I. Because of platforms such as this that have kept it alive for this long. And with this, it has been able to reach where it's supposed to reach. Let us get right into this one.
play YouTube kò kàn lọ síbẹ̀ bó de lánàá pé ṣé Mohbad ló kọrin lóòótọ́ ẹ mọ ibi tó ti kọ bíi football Ronaldo àbí nǹkan ẹ lọ wo voice bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn èmi ò bá yín gbọ́ átíkù lẹ̀ ní ìmúrin yẹn ó bọ́ síbẹ̀ lánàá bó de gbọ́dọ̀ wé tí bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ṣe deliver orin pẹ̀lú voice ẹ̀ ikú òjijì ló máa pa àwọn tó pa o but bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn nínú ohun tó ń sọ náà ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí pé àwọn ó dà pé èmèrè ni ó mọ̀ kó máa kú orin yẹn ni ó dà pé ó mọ̀ pé èmèrè ló orin ẹ̀yẹ̀ lórí YouTube over 11 million ó dà pé èmèrè ni bọ̀bọ̀ náà first time tí màá bá yín gbọ́ orin ẹ̀ ní ṣé orin náà kọ́ ní ìní. ó ti bọ́ síbòmí ibi tó ti ṣó football bọ́ọ̀ yẹn ń kọrin o but why tẹ fi wá wà miserable pẹ̀lú òkú ẹ̀ báyìí bọ́ọ̀ yẹn ń kọrin lóòótọ́ o tí ẹ bá ó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ máa béèrè fún justice fún ètò ẹ̀hún tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń ṣépè fún àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ yẹn lẹ́gẹ́sì ẹ̀ lẹ́tì bàjẹ́ yẹn ẹ̀ ń bá lẹ́gẹ́sì ẹ̀ jẹ́ ni first time tí máa gbọ́ orin bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn mo dẹ̀ gbọ́ láti ibi tí mo ti lọ kí wọn lánàá mo dẹ̀ ṣe gbọ́ voice ẹ̀ but ká nípa ẹ̀ wá fẹ́ràn ẹ̀ ni iṣẹ́ tó ṣe sílẹ̀ kò gbọ́dọ̀ bàjẹ́ ẹ̀ ń bà iṣẹ́ tó ṣe sílẹ̀ jẹ́ bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ń kọrin o tí bọ̀bọ̀ yóò bá kú ìbádàbí Michael Jackson ni o bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ń kọrin o ebi ò bá yín gbọ́ gbogbo orin tó ń kọ́ tèmi ò tiẹ̀ ń fọ́lò yín tí bá ti gbọ́rọ̀ Mohbad máa jápa ni. One thing I don't understand why tẹ fi wá ń ṣépè fún product ẹ̀ kí lórúkọ ọmọ tó bí yẹn ṣé mọ̀lẹ́ ni mi ò mórúkọ gbogbo ẹ jẹ́ pé mi ò ń wóyin ṣé mọ̀lẹ́ ló lè àmọ́ àbí kí lẹ pè why tí ẹ fi wá ń ṣépè fún mi ẹyọ kan tó bí nìyẹn bọ́bọ́ yẹn ń kọrin omi ìwáyé ṣẹ̀kọ́ mílíọ̀nù kò ti play bomi kò jẹ́ kí n rí yìí bá fi hàn yín pé kẹ́ ẹ wo ohun tí mo gbọ́ lánàá mo ní sọ bọ́bọ́ yẹn ló ń kọrin báyìí tálẹ́ǹtì ní nàìjíríà lose lóòótọ́ o ṣé liam light oná ni mọ́lẹ̀ àbí but why tẹ fi wá ń ṣépè fún ọmọ tó bí ṣe rí i pé gbogbo èèyàn olórí burúkú tẹ́lẹ̀ ń jà fún sọmọ fi tẹ́lẹ̀ ń jà fún ẹ jà fún justice fún o ikú bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ṣe mọ̀ ẹ pé mi bá yín ṣe ikú bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn dẹ̀ ń dwell bí mo ṣe ń drive lọ lánàá ó dẹ̀ ń dwell into my brain mo dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń wo so many things pé ta ló pa mo tún wò yí pé àbí Nigeria musician ló pa tó ti di pé star bọ̀bọ̀ yìí máa jẹ́ lọ́jọ́ iwájú it could be anywhere mo wò pé àbí wọ́n mọ̀ pa ni pé the way tí bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ṣe ń kọrin lọ bí ìmọ̀ tọ́pìkì orin ẹ̀yẹn tí mo play lánàá ẹ̀rù tó ti kọ́kọ́ show bí football field mo dẹ̀ gbọ́ orin ẹ̀ wà cool talent ni o but wá tẹ̀yìn family ẹ̀ ṣe wá ń fòkú ẹ̀ rárẹ̀ ikú ẹ̀ dẹ̀ wà àti ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wà dùn mí má mú un gbọ́ lánàá Ronaldo ni ikú ẹ̀yẹ́ ṣe wá ń dùn mí ní àná nígbà tí mo gbọ́ jẹ́ kí n play Ronaldo Mohbad ó yẹ orin yóò yé mi gangan bí orin ẹ̀ lánàá tí omi dẹ̀ ń bọ́ lójú mi mo sọ nǹkan kan fún yín which I will continue to repeat Wùmí mọ̀ nípa ikú ọmọ yìí torí Wùmí ó wà closer to him ju bàbá Mohbad lọ wọn ṣàlè ó dẹ̀ pé wọ́n ti ń threatening kó máa kú ó ní abẹ́rẹ́ á lọ kọ́nà okùn tó dí ó ní ṣùgbọ́n dojú àlà káwọn tó ríra wọn who are the people threatening his life when he was alive but kò sí ẹni tó fẹ́ bá yín dá sí ọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad torí àwọn family Mohbad kan ti bá yé Mohbad jẹ lẹ́yìn òkú ẹ̀ kò sí tí anybody tí ẹni tí ma ti sọ pé Wùmí kan hold Wùmí ìwọ ló máa ń lo Wunmi ó máa wá sínú inbox wa máa ṣe pé wọn kàn máa ń wo ẹ̀ máa ń block ẹ̀ ó lákàntì tó pọ̀ máa LWM then -y tó ń bá ní pé kémi sọ Wùmí ló pa bọ̀bọ̀ yìí mo rí love and tango wọn bó ṣe ń kiss Wùmí mọ̀ nípa ikú bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ṣùgbọ́n olùṣeyín ti da kéèsì rú ẹ ti sọ kéèsì the political party Mohbad dad Wùmí kálí gbogbo yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí pé kí Nigeria government justice Wùmí mọ̀ nípa òkú yìí torí kò sí bọ́n ṣe lè ná ọkọ èèyàn níta kò sí bọ́n ṣe lè threaten ọkọ èèyàn níta ó wọlé with depression ìyàwó ẹ̀ ló kọ́kọ́ máa sọ fún pé orin tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lénìí èmi dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé Wùmí gun ò fẹ́ pa Wùmí gba owó lọ́wọ́ àwọn haters kan pa ni ó ní nǹkan kan ṣe pẹ̀lú owó nínú bọ̀bọ́ yìí ń kọrin gan bọ̀bọ́ yìí mo láti máa gbọ́ àwọn orin ẹ̀mí ìlọ lánàá Mohbad bó ṣe ṣe wá ń gbọ́ lórí YouTube mo ṣáà ń gbọ́ oríṣiríṣi orin pé this guy is a talent ẹ wo voice ẹ tó ń bá ní pé ta ló pa tó pa bọ̀bọ̀ yìí Wùmí ló pa lọ́tọ̀ tìgbà tí Wùmí bá gun pamọ́ orí bẹ́ẹ̀dì Wùmí mọ̀ nípa ikú rẹ̀ definitely but ẹ kàn dá gbogbo ẹ̀rù ẹ sọ the violent èyí tí mo ń sọ yìí ẹ ṣe máa wá sínú inbox wá ṣe pé mi kún reply yìí máa block yìí ní ẹ̀mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ tí Nigeria government tí ìbá ṣe pé wọ́n lọ́wọ́ sí ikú Mohbad àbí wọ́n mọ àwọn alágbára tó pa kò yẹ kí àwọn gbogbo àwọn tí àwọn prime boy gbogbo àwọn tó ń gbé yẹn kò yẹ kó arrest wọn, Wunmi ló yẹ kó arrest. Ó yẹ kí Wunmi wà ní àtìmọ́lé.
Exactly.
tó máa fi ayọ̀nù jó ọyìn
Exactly. Exactly.
ó máa jẹ́wọ́. Then that is why mo ṣe believe pé Nigeria government wọ́n fi ṣe awo ni, gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ṣe sọ fún yín tó ní pé tó bá ti wà nínú ẹgbẹ́ kọ́tìsì wọn bíi pé tó bá jẹ́ kọ́tìsì tó bá jẹ́ pé ó wà nínú ẹgbẹ́ awo wọ́n ní ṣe nǹkan kan lé lórí. Wùmí gangan lápààyàn nínú kéèsì. Bàbá Mohbad oníjẹkújẹ lòun. Kò sí bí bàbá Mohbad ṣe lè kọrin ohun ẹ̀ ò lè jọ tọmọ ẹ̀ láéláé. Ohun yìí afẹ́ni tó ní ohun yìí ní Nàìjíríà. Ṣèbí nígbà tí Michael Jackson tó kú ó gbé ohun ẹ̀ lọ ní kò sẹ́ni tó ń kọrin Michael Jackson mọ́. Nígbà Alhaji Barrister kú ó lọ tògótògó ẹni kò sẹ́ni tó dàbí Barrister mọ́.
A lot of controversies surround the mice of Mohbad. Opinions here and there, conflicting opinion. Is it those that are sort of jealous of Mohbad's rise? Is there something else attached to this demise? What exactly is this thing? And how is it that Mohbad's wife is moving around freely without any police grilling or investigation? How? These are the concerns of majority. People have started seeing the lacuna in the so-called investigation of the Nigerian police. In fact, I want to say that Nigerian police did not investigate. What they did was to lazily call in those that they heard were around Mohbad, excluding Wunmi, excluding Darosha. They called in few of those people, such as Prime Boy, Splendid, and the nurse. That's all. They took their statement. And with this, they came to a conclusion. Simple as ABC. Till today, autopsy toxicology report that they claim is being done in the United States of America has not been released, and Nigerians said to them, we are not fools. There is no autopsy, there is no DNA, and if there is any toxicology report, why is it that it took this long? And if it is with you guys, why haven't you released it to the family of Mohbad? Now, talking about DNA. DNA is also being requested. But Wunmi refused. She said DNA is not part of justice. Her family stood behind her. They said DNA is not part of justice. And we all know that DNA is part of justice. Now, let us put that aside. How is it possible that Wunmi will not know what happened to Mohbad? It's not possible. Is it strange to her? Like, is it something that she does not understand at all? Like, they went for the show. There was some little bit of skirmishes between Mohbad and Prime Boy. She didn't say there was any argument with herself and Mohbad. They got home and that's it. She called in the nurse because Mohbad wasn't feeling fine. What happened to Mohbad? Did Mohbad inhale? Did Mohbad, upon arriving home, put inside of his body certain strong substance that eventually caused him to lose his life after the nurse came, administering? And now, let us even look at some of the things that the nurse was said to have administered. Tetanus, antibiotics. What would prompt a nurse to do that if there are no injury? So, what injured Mohbad? Did Mohbad injure himself? What injured Mohbad? Was it the fight that injured Mohbad? Did Mohbad slam his hands on something that caught him deep it caught his veins deep? How was he able to manage it until he got home? What exactly is this thing that they have refused to let us know? You see, there is a lot of cover-up, and this cover-up is not so far-fetched. We don't need to dwell on this cover-up because we we have actually found out what this cover up is all about. It's about the paternity. Wunmi does not want paternity to be exposed. She does not want paternity to be put out there. She doesn't want anyone having an idea of what happened to Mohbad through DNA. Obviously, paternity is something that Wunmi will not want anyone to discuss. In fact, her family came out, they screamed, they shouted. Somehow they were able to manipulate, not really manipulate, because she willingly jumped into it for her own gain. I'm talking about Mohbad's mother. She jumped into it because it felt comfortable. It felt good to her, like, at least I'm making millions out of this. It's all about the money for her, like, how much can I get off from this one? Nothing more. How much can I get? The more she touched money, the more she felt comfortable to betray her own son. In fact, she joined the bandwagon of DNA is not important in the quest for justice for Mohbad. How can you be talking about DNA? How does DNA? It's like many people cannot wrap their head or their hands around this request for DNA. And when you try to explain to them why DNA is important, they are like, no, because they are just low in their reasoning is so low. Their ability to combine is too poor. Their ability to understand is too poor. And this could only come as a result of ignorance or as a result of poor mentality, IQ, low IQ, or because they are simply wicked people. How can DNA not be important when it has been established that paternity argument happened in the car between Mohbad and Wunmi? And if you say it is not true, that they never had any of such, if you say it is not true, okay, what about the CCTV that Wunmi said is non-existent? How come it is only that of the nurse that they could get their hands upon? How come? How come it is only that they could get their hands on? How come? How come? How come that everything that could or that can shed light on justice for Mohbad, Wunmi does not know anything about? So if Wunmi does not know about it, if there are no CCTV, if there is nothing that will point to the demise of a grown-up man like that, then you that are in support of Wunmi, you should check yourself. You should check yourself, because from all indication, it seems there is nothing. So they said, okay, let us rely on science. Toxicology, autopsy will tell us what and what could have happened. Of course, when Mohbad was exhumed, maybe certain part of his body, probably a little bit of decay here and there, but I want to believe that blood gushed out of a part of his body. If not, his father won't see it right in his bedroom. And also, everyone saw it at least in the coffin. People saw it at the coffin. So it means there is a part of him that was gushing with blood. Something happened to his flesh. Something happened to his flesh. So which part of it? Is it his neck? Now, people also looked at the video of Mohbad inside of the car when certain people were screaming, Mohbad is gone, Mohbad is gone, Mohbad is gone. Okay. They were screaming and shouting. How do we know if that part of him that had a cut is not held with some kind of packages? There is something that they do not want us to know. There is something. Those that recorded that, in fact, it's a combination. It's a collaboration of various wicked people. That's what I want to say to you guys. It's an association of wickedness. That's just what it is. Association of wickedness. They joined forces together. They joined hands together to deal with Mohbad. Mohbad met his Waterloo, met his demise in such a horrific, bad way. Well, I don't know. I don't know what you guys think of this. I don't know. It is so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. It is so sad. So sad. So sad. So sad. I don't know how women can sleep comfortably. I don't know how Mohbad's mother can sleep comfortably. I don't know. It is so sad. It is so sad. May we not fall into such. This is one of the saddest that any human being, can ever wish to be part of. I mean, you don't want to be part of this. You don't want this to happen to you. Justice for Mohbad. That is what we'll keep talking about, because we have to play our role, our part as human beings. How? 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 How can we be this quiet and silent in the face of wickedness, in the face of evil? How? And some are thinking that it is team this, team. No, it has nothing to do with team this, team that. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with that. It is much more than what you guys are thinking. I don't know what your thoughts are as regards this one. Drop a comment, like, and share. See you guys in the next update.